some general observations about all of these things that are changing, what hasn't changed. And the thing that hasn't changed, and it's very clear when you look around here today, is just how important workplace health and safety remains. It hasn't changed in terms of how it's working to do. That business that everyone here is committed to, of preventing death and serious injury and ill health to people at work, remains core to everything we do, and that's true for HSE just as it's true for all of you. What's also true is that we have a strategy. We launched a strategy some 2 years ago, and we were very much aware as the board of HSE when we did that we were going to face some changes. We couldn't predict what they were going to be, but we knew the world would change. That's inevitable. But we remain confident that that strategy is fit for purpose and it's good to take us forward beyond all the changes that have already happened in the end user that we're facing. And I'm confident that even following the publication of Lord Young's report, Common Sense, Common Safety, back in October, and the spending review, and the more recent ministerial announcements on the health and safety system, which is called Good Health and Safety, Good for Everyone, all of those things don't change the fact that our strategy remains our guide and our reference throughout this whole process. In fact, we found that the strategy provides a good basis on which to adopt the recommendations and to consider how to place those requirements that are placed on us by various recommendations, how we adapt to the spending review and so on. That strategy has been our reference throughout that process. The other reason I mention the strategy is because I think we must never forget one of the key straplines in the strategy. The strategy calls for everyone who is part of the health and safety system to be part of the solution. And if you look at the progress report that we put up on our website late last year, you already see a number of shining examples of people doing just that, being part of the solution. Some extraordinary examples of people taking the initiative, engaging with stakeholders, taking things forward and sharing good practice among themselves. But more importantly, what I think the whole change of approach which has been indicated by the new government succeeds in doing for all of us is to reinforce that message that others need to be part of the solution. Not just in terms of improving the health and safety system, but in helping to draw the distinction between what are real health and safety risks that need to be tackled and which threaten serious harm to people in workplaces, and those other types of silly behaviour and nonsense and risk-averse stuff that people continue to mistake for health and safety, but which in reality is much more to do with compensation culture and with a no blame, it can't be my fault, whatever mentality. And many of us have for some time now, ever since I've been the chair of HSE, we've been aware of that damage that nonsense has been doing to the real agenda, to the things that everyone here today is committed to doing. So I think it's very welcome that we have a strong level of government support for this common sense approach, because many of the issues that need to be addressed, many of us have struggled with for a while because they're not things that we can address as health and safety regulators or you as health and safety specialists. So having other parts of government addressing some of those issues is, I think, a very welcome initiative that will help all of us get back to the real stuff.